Hey guys, what's up? Aleric from Aleric Magic on Crazy Raccoon here, and today we have an amazingly easy card trick to do. Now this card trick is called Spell That Card, and there's been tons of variations of this trick, been around for a long time, but this is my own variation, my own techniques, and actually I invented this technique because I had no idea how it was done. So I just wanted to make the simplest version of this card trick, so let's get right ahead. Now this card trick does require some techniques that I've taught you in previous Aleric Magic videos. Now, there are going to be brief annotation links here, but there are always links in the description, so you can just click right there, go right to the video. Don't forget to watch my full playlist, links in the description, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, here we go. Spell that card. Alright guys, all you need is a normal deck of bicycle playing cards. Get rid of all the rest of the cards. And what we're going to do is we're going to show a close-up of how to do the trick. Remember guys, performance and practice is key. So practice, practice, practice. Magician's code. You got to practice. And practice in front of a mirror. Practice your performance. Because without performance, the trick will be nothing. Alright guys, and there's a lot of distraction in this trick. So I'll teach you guys all about it at the end. Right now, I'm going to get right into my own version. I'm going to start it right now. Alright, here we go. At the beginning of the trick, you let the spectator, any random spectator that is, take the deck and shuffle it up however much they want. Make sure that it's really all just nice and shuffled. That way they don't think that there's anything up with the deck. And you show them that's a normal bicycle deck. You tell them that they can look at it and examine the deck after the trick. And all the cards are different. Now you ask one spectator in particular to pick a random card. And say they pick this card, the 10 of Hearts. Now, I know what it is for the sake of filming, and there's nobody else here. But in the normal trick, I would not know what the card is, so we're just going to say that for right now. Alright, so no questions about it, placed right on top of the deck. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the deck and we're going to give it a nice shuffle. Let's make sure the card gets really mixed up in there. And maybe give it a couple cuts. Do you think a couple cuts? Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for good measure. Nice cuts. And do you want me to shuffle it again one more time? Alright, so now we have the deck nice and shuffled up. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to make sure that the top card isn't your card. That wasn't your card, right? The 10 of clubs? Because if it was, the trick wouldn't really work that well. Alright, so let's place that back. Now, don't worry, this isn't a guessing trick. I need you guys just to tell me what the card was. Oh, so it was the 10 of Hearts? Okay, so now this is going to sound like a little odd request, but do you mind spelling out that as I drop cards down to the ground? Alright, okay. T-E-N-O-F-H-E-A-R-T-S. And the next card is the 10 of Hearts. Just like that. Alright, here's how to do this amazing trick right now. Alright, here's how to do Spell That Card. Now, basically, at the very beginning, you really do let the spectator randomly shuffle the deck. Alright, that doesn't matter because nothing's set up yet. That's the beauty of this trick. Requires no setup, no preparation at all. It's all just what you see is what you get. But there's a little sleight of hand involved. And remember, if you don't get it right the first time, just keep trying and trying and trying. I guarantee you can get it eventually. Alright? So, you have your cards, you inform spectator, you know, all different cards. You let a random spectator pick a card. Now, it doesn't matter what card they pick. Let's say they pick the 2 of Hearts. And you really do place the card right on top of the deck, alright? Now, you make sure they know card right on top of the deck is not in your pocket or anything. And then what you do is my famous false shuffle. Now, that has almost 2.5K hits on YouTube, and right there, click a little annotation, and links also in the description if you missed the annotation. Poof, it's gone. Alright, so basically you're just going to do that. And I can't explain that right here because it's really cool though. I use this so much. Basically, I'm showing you guys face up. Here's basically what happens is you take the deck and it goes from the front to the back to the front again. And it's really easy. It's my cool technique from controlling cards to the front and to the very, very back of the deck. It's really easy. It's one of the easiest I know. And it's my original trick, so you can't find it anywhere else. So, after you do that, you can perform a easy false cut. Now, there are a ton of these. I have my own one. Tutorial might be coming out later on. But right now, tutorial's not out, so you're just going to have to use your own or just use the false shuffle. But basically what it does is it keeps the card on the back of the deck. Now, if I'm confusing you, this card's supposed to be face down. But I'm keeping it face up for educational purposes. But really, final thing is it's still on the bottom. That's what I'm doing right there. False cut and false shuffle. Now, if you add both of them together, it makes an even better effect because even if they're thinking, oh, it might be a false cut or that might be a false shuffle, if you do the other, that might catch them off guard and they're, you know. But remember, this is one of those tricks that you don't want to do it more than once because then they'll know what they're looking for. So that's why it's one of those spur in the moment and then don't do it again kind of tricks. So once you have that here, you perform my double lift. And you can see how to do my double lift right there. Alright, if you missed the annotation, links in the description. Poof, it's gone. But basically, you're going to just lift up the second card down, which actually is the Ace of Spades. That's pretty cool. That's a trick in of itself. Not really. It wasn't supposed to be, but got the card right behind there. Ace of Spades right on front. It's pretty cool. So, once you do that, you place it back down. And here's the part where you're going to be like, oh, that's how they do it. That's easy. And you might think, that's not really a trick. It is, though. It's so simplistic that anyone can do it. So, basically what I'm doing is I am taking the cards and throwing them down. Now, basically what I'm doing is turn around here. I take the cards, and let's try. And what I do is I pull it down a little bit. And that way, I can take the second card from the top and just go like that. Now, the way you do this is there's a couple techniques. First technique is you don't want to have your cards down here because then if there's a card down like that, you can see it. So what you want to do is you want to have your hand and at least your pinky, see your pinky, covering where the card would go down. That way, you can't see it. So, you got to take it off carelessly. And the way you fling it off onto the ground distracts the audience from looking at the deck. And they're also talking. You got to make them say and spell the letters. Because if they're spelling the letters, they're distracted. They're also watching the cards fall to the ground. And you can keep going on and just keep having the card until the end. And the end, what you do is you just square it up, show them like that, and do some kind of dramatic flair. And that's your card right there. And they will be astounded. They'll love the trick. It's a really cool trick. And basically, you just got to keep practicing over and over again. Remember each technique that I taught you. And be sure to check out all the videos on how to do that in my other magic trick videos. Playlist in the description as well. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you learned something today, you learned how to do that trick for the very first time, which I guarantee you did, I want you guys to press the subscribe button right up above. Like, comment if you have a question, and add this to your favorites. That really helps. Trust me, it does. It helps a lot. And stay tuned for more magic videos. Thank you guys. See you next time on another Aleric Magic tutorial video. Bye.